Installation videos of JOMOO products, how to install JOMOO Tankless Smart Toilet. Part 1. Prepare tools. Tool list. Part 2. Check the installation environment. Step 1. Confirm the of the sewer pipe diameter and rough-in. 1. Measure the sewer pipe diameter. Standard sewer pipe diameter is 110 mm. The old standard for the sewer pipe diameter is 90 mm. If installation cannot be done because of a sewer pipe diameter smaller than 90 mm, explain it to the customer, and suggest the customer to make modification before installation. 2. Measure the rough-in reserved on the installation site. Confirm that the rough-in on the packing box matches the rough-in of the sewer pipe on the installation site. The standard rough-in of JOMOO Smart Toilets is 305 mm or 400 mm. Use a flashlight to check whether the sewer pipe has water or foreign objects. If it has foreign objects, remove them in time. If they cannot be removed at the time, notify the user of it. If there is water in the sewer pipe, it suggests that the drainage pipe has a trap. Remove it during installation. 3. If the sewer pipe is higher than the floor, it needs to be cut till the floor level, or a height no more than 10 mm. 4. If the sewer pipe is more than 10 mm below the floor, or has a diameter less than 90 mm, installation cannot be done directly. Step 2. Do a water pressure test. To make the test accurate, connect the braided hose to the outlet angle valve. Turn on the angle valve for pre-flush for 15 seconds. And then do the following test. Connect the braided hose to the angle valve. Connect the pressure gauge to the other end of the braided hose. Turn on the angle valve. Test pressure of the water from the reserved angle valve. The operating water pressure for the product is 1.2 kilograms to 7.5 kilograms. Step 3. Test the water flow rate. Simple test method for water flow rate. Test with water bottles and a stopwatch. Turn on the angle valve. Set the stopwatch to 10 seconds. Fill the bucket through the hose. Fill the water in the bucket into 500 milliliters water bottles. Measure the water flow rate. The water in the bucket is expected to fill more than 5 water bottles. Namely, within 10 seconds, the flow rate should be equal to or more than 2.5 liters. When checking the installation environment, make sure both the water pressure and water flow rate meet the requirements. It is a precondition of installation. Part 3. Do an open package inspection, that the rough-in on the packing box matches the rough-in of the sewer pipe on the installation site. Shake the packing box before opening it. Check whether packing box has abnormal sound. If it does, take a video while opening it, and use it as evidence in future product problem identification. When opening the packing box, handle the main body and the accessories gently, and make sure they are intact. Part 4. Install the toilet. Step 1. Remove the angle valve and install the ball valve. 1. Shut off the main water valve. Drain the residual water remaining in the hose, and disconnect the hose from the angle valve. Then remove the angle valve installed on the pre-buried pipe. 2. Wrap a Teflon tape onto the original ball valve's connector. Put the decoration cover onto the original ball valve's connector, and tighten them onto the pre-buried pipe. Install the filter. At the water outlet, the original ball valve must be directly connected to the electronic lid. Do not connect any connector tending to make the outlet water flow rate smaller to the ball valve or the electronic lid. Step 2. Clean the installation site. Clean the installation site. Step 3. Locate the toilet. When locating the toilet, use the marker to mark the floor on both sides of the toilet. Step 4. Install the toilet. Remove the package of the seal ring. Make the seal ring align with the drain outlet on the ceramic and press it tightly. Make the drain outlet on the ceramic align with the sewer pipe. Adjust the ceramic, press it tightly and make it horizontal. Step 5. Connect the water circuit. Connect the inlet hose for washing to water outlet of the filter and fasten it. Connect the inlet hose for flushing to the other end of the ball valve and fasten it. When the inlet water pressure is larger than 0.2 MPa, install the flow regulator in the accessory package only, mounting its bigger end into water outlet of the ball valve. Install the inlet hose for flushing to avoid splashing in flushing. Step 6. Install the remote control bracket. Remove package of the remote control and mount proper batteries into the remote control. Fix the remote control bracket in a proper position with help of super glue or drilling. Part 5. Do a function test. Step 1. Do a flush test. Press the flush buttons to test the flush function. It is suggested to test each flush button for 2 or 3 times. Check the flush effect. If the flush effect is poor and the sewer pipe has a trap, raise both front and rear of the toilet bottom by about 1 centimeter. When applying silicone sealant, leave a few centimeters at the back without silicone sealant. Step 2. Check for water leakage of connections. While the angle valve is turned on, use clean tissues and a dry hand to check whether connectors the ball valve, the filter, the inlet hose for washing, and the inlet hose for flushing are leaking. After the lid is lifted, do not pull it forcefully, otherwise connector of the inlet hose for flushing may get flattened. Step 3. Do a function test. Test the front wash function, the rear wash function and the air drying function. Part 6. Finish the installation. Step 1. Clean the installation site. After installation, take away the waste generated in it, the seal ring package, and cartons of lid and main body of the toilet should be collected and taken away if it is allowed by the customer. Step 2. Maintenance. 1. Do not clean main body or power plug of the toilet with water, otherwise it may cause product failure and/or electric shocks. 2. Do not step or stand on the lid, or place heavy objects on it, otherwise it may cause product failure. 3. Do not throw cigarette ends or other burning materials into the bowl, otherwise it may cause fires. 4. Make sure the room temperature on the installation site is above the freezing point, otherwise the product may crack in freezing weather in winter and cause losses for the customer. Take measures to keep the product warm in winter. 5. Before going out for a long time or when the house is not occupied, shut off the main water inlet, and drain all the water in the tank, the filter and the ceramic. 6. Tell the customer to refer to the installation manual of the toilet for other information and give the installation manual to the customer.